Hey, what's up, guys? This is Faticus, also known as Big Silly Fatty, or Fatty, just in general. So this is my build video. I'm going to nominate Trout and Corin. This took me a long time to do because I've been in the middle of two moves, so that's been fun. But I asked Thomas, and he's like, "Yeah, sure, take another 2 weeks." So I apologize for that, guys. So let's just jump right into it. This is my UI. I just like seeing how other people's UI looks, but this is mine. So I'm just gonna close this right away, and let's just jump right into it. So, for my equipment, I'm using 5-piece Drew King and 5-piece Fury. Now, what I like about Drew King is that you gain Major Brutality passively, so that's a skill off of my bar. I don't have Surge or Rally on here, and that's pretty nice, I think. And I got the 3 rings, the belts, and head. And so, um, what's also cool about it is that when you kill an enemy, you gain Major Expedition for 20 seconds. What sucks though is that they fixed it in the most recent patch, is that that used to stack with rapids. So you could fly around pretty much at pretty fast speeds. And I also run Fury, just because it comes in pen. I have 1245 in pen, which is pretty nice, or critical resistance. And I'm on the front lines. I'm a melee damager. I have dual wield and it's two-hander. And so this stacks up to a total of the 5-piece. It stacks up to a total of 725, if I remember correctly. And then you pair that along with the heavy armor skill or passive wrath, and that stacks up to 200. So that's an extra 925 uh, weapon damage, and so I can get pretty high, and I'm already high up already. But if I wanted it to get even higher, I could just equip a few fighter skilled abilities, like Silver Leash for a gap closer and Evil Hunter for major savagery instead of vigor. It would be even more. I'll show you that later. So yep, I'm running 2 lucky swords for my dual wield. I wish these were both sharpened and also purple. That would be nice. And then just a regular two-hander, golded out. I would love to get a maelstrom weapon. That would be pretty awesome. Preferably a maul. I mean, I'll take a axe too, but yeah. So that's my equipment. Going on to skills. Uh, First up is vigor. If let's say we have real nice heals all night, I might change this up for evil hunter just to get that extra fighter skilled or extra, what is it? Fighter skilled weapon damage, and then if I want to even do even more, I would equip silver leash. So like that and that, and then right now I'm already at 344. So that's kind of nice. But that's if we have amazing heals, which usually we do. So if not, it would be this. And I also have this add-on called I forget what it's called, but I'll put it in the description. I think it's called swaps. But basically, I assign it so that my numpad is corresponding to each one of these. So I press 1 on the numpad and it'll put rapids on. Press 5 and it'll put vigor on. So you can do it in combat too, which is, I don't know if it's a exploit, but it works sometimes. Like obviously in the heat of battle you can't, but after not taking a couple hits you can. So on the dual wield bar, I have usually I run rapids just because being a Stam Sorc, I like being fast, and rapids will give you that. And I have the extra Stam to allow for it because of this skill. Actually, I forgot about these. So, going back to my two-handed bar, it's pretty standard. I mean, Aswin would love this, but got Stampede for the snare. I got Dizzying Swing for just because Aswin loves his Dizzying Swing. Reverse Slice, I chose this one over Executioner because I just like the splash damage, and it got a real nice buff this patch, or the latest patch, whatever patch they did do it. But the real thing that Stam Sorcs I love about them is bound armaments. So I mean, it gives you 1320 physical and physical resistance, and so that's pretty nice. And then it also increases your heavy attacks by 11%, and also your max stamina by 8%. So that's pretty awesome. So, I mean, I find myself in the heat of battle swinging out heavy attacks, and they could hit for monsters amount. And my ultimate is Dawnbreaker of Smiting. Just a pretty good physical AoE, or conal ultimate. Back bar, we have Rapids, like I said before, I like to run it. Hurricane, this is that big blue swirly ability. It's a pretty nice radius. It gives you 10% made minor expedition. And so you pair that with Rapids and you can go pretty fast. I always get questions like, dude, what's that ability? Like Hurricane, it's pretty awesome, make a Stam Sorc. And so, let's say you're done sprinting, you can just hit Dark Deal, which I'll explain what it does later. And it'll restore your stamina. So yeah, it's pretty nice. It restores a pretty huge chunk of stamina for you. Third ability, Steel Tornado. Use it because we're in a group, and so this is the ability that hits a lot of people. Dark Deal, like I said before, it uses Magicka, so I'm a Stam character, so I don't really need that Magicka. And then it restores. It's a pretty decent heal, but what sucks about it is the cast time. And so yeah, and gotta have this one because it's a toggle ability, so if I take this off, it'll, and I switch back to here, it will take it off of my front bar. And then, negate, I chose suppression field, but I really want the other morph absorption field because I feel like that'll be more useful to the group. Alright, so that's the abilities. We'll go to champion points. I'm at like 528, so I'm almost at 531. I'm almost there, guys. So let's start at the tower. I put 42 into Warlord, 33 into Sprinter. I like to sprint a lot, so that's why. But go ahead and pump this up if you don't like to. 61 into Mooncalf, 40 into Tumbling, and 15 into Blessed just to help out Vigor. Nothing in Atro, and 100 in Mighty, 50 in Precise, and 10% or 10 into Thaumaturge. And nothing in the Steed, 130, so 60, 60, and 10. Hardy and Elemental Defender gets 60, and Thick Skin 10. And 46 to help out Vigor even more. Quick recovery to help me on the front lines. So yeah, I think that's it. And gotta rock the Guild Bard, you know. Iron Legion for life. Woo woo. And yeah, so like I said before, I call out Corin and Trout. Hopefully they will do it. You guys have 2 weeks. Alright, see ya.